want to start by thanking Harvey Weinstein for organizing this amazing day. This is possible because of Harvey. He is a wonderful human being, a good friend, and just a powerhouse.
I invented a child.
How do you even build a child molester?
What you do is you start by building a regular robot, then you note that it continues the cycle.
Take this toy helicopter, put it down his pants.
Y'all connecting the dots? Are y'all connecting the dots? Are y'all connecting the dots? Who's that? Oprah Winfrey? Are y'all connecting the dots?
This
Michelle Obama? Barack Obama?
amazing day. This is possible because of Harvey. He is a wonderful human being.
He's a wonderful human being, you don't say.
Good friend and
A good friend.
just a powerhouse.
A powerhouse. Look at that smile. Ain't that something? And you know the case. Yeah. Guilty. You see the love in that picture? Oh, Lord. Look at that. Man, oh, man. Oprah? Wow. It's all connected. Some of our most favorite actors, huh? Yep. Truth hurts. Interesting. Say what now? Really?
I invented a child.
How
You invented a what?
do you even build a child molester?
What you do is you start.
He invented a child what? Hold on. Yo, if that does not wake your brain up, I don't know what is. What? What did he say? Man said he invented a child M? Bro, you can't make this up. Look at all these people, bro. Look at all these people. Look at the claps. Look at the chairs. Wow. I ain't got much to say. The video speaks for itself. Like, what am I supposed to say? Huh? Look at this. Now listen to this man.
A child.
How do you even build a child molester?
What you do is you start by building a regular robot, then you note that it continues the cycle.
Y'all remember this? Y'all remember this dude from Nickelodeon? Don't worry. Yeah, that part. Yeah, that part. Take a good look. Isn't it all coming together? Ain't that something? This is the age of information. Wow. Hey, shout out to Rose Matt Going. Shout out to her. Woo! Whoa. Look at that smile. Huh? Don't think the entertainment area ain't touched. Look at the visuals. Look how they've been programming us. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Wow, big boys, huh? Big boys. Well, enough of that. Let's go to this. To my Jamaican people, listen.
You don't vote just to vote. You vote because you're getting something or your community is getting something.
Bingo.
So everybody that's telling you that, man, look at them and say, what are you getting? Because people that just want you to vote and not ask for nothing, people that's in power that want you to vote but don't want you to get anything or not asking for you to get anything economically,
Talk to them.
they suspect. Straight up. Because a lot of people been in place for a long time and we ain't got shit.
Facts.
That shit gonna end. That shit gonna end. We gonna get what we supposed to get.
Talk to them.
Period.
Period.
And anybody asking you not to ask, that's not the process.
Man, shout out to the legend, man. You heard? Shout out to the legend, man. You know what I'm saying? All right. Yo, I know it's late night, man. You know what I'm saying? But I know my people in the UK should be up right now. It's supposed to be like 10 a.m. in the morning. They probably got work out. But we in the building, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the building. All right, so what I want to do is I want to go over a few things in regards to Ibrahim Choi. I think he is, and if you don't know who Ibrahim Choi is, he's the president of Burkino Faso. Burkino Faso is a country in Africa. All right, what I'm going to do is, let's go to Google Maps and go to Africa, a map of Africa. All right, let's go to a map of Africa. And let's take a look at where Burkina Faso is. Let me visit this website. Let me share my screen. And let me show you where Burkina Faso is. First and foremost, shout out to Rodney. First and foremost. Yeah, I'm not on camera today. All right, here we go. So as you can see right here, Burkina Faso is right there. Mali's on top, Niger is beside it. You got Ghana and a couple more countries right there. You got Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, Guinea. Burkina Faso is right there. All right. Now, there has been a joining of Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger. All these states are military run. that means the presidents are military men. In Burkina Faso, president is no different. All right, he is a military man. Okay, as you can see, that's him in the red hat right there. Now, recently, I came across a video from Ibrahim Choi. I came across, and the reason why I showed the video I did before is to give you a little bit of context as to the machine that is actually running the world, and you know, some of the people that might be allegedly a part of those moving parts, and just to have you think a little, like, you know, do they really have our best interests at heart? Do they really? So yeah. And what are these people really about? See, they use the celebrity and everything. So I just really wanted to give y'all a little insight on that. But anyway, we have 4 people on the thumbnail right here. We have the leader of the UIC beside Mr. Ibrahim Choi. We have Mr. Mark Golden as well. Joseph Patterson is the leader of the UIC. He's in the red tie. Mr. Mark Golden is the leader of the People's National Party. They are currently the opposition. One of the opposition party outside of the UIC, of the JLP, and the brother in the blue tie, well, light blue tie and very blue jacket, at the end with the glasses on, that is Andrew Holness, Prime Minister of Jamaica. Okay? Just to be clear. Now, let me take that off the screen. Bang! I saw this post on the right, and it sparked this live stream. I remember hearing about this. President Ibrahim Choi has reduced the salaries of ministries of politicians by 30%. He increased workers' salary by 50%. Leadership in motion. We are led. Now, what is the difference between Burkino Faso's leader and the current leader of Jamaica? Well, you can see the article right here. Nigel Clark, Minister of Finance, and the link to this will be in the description. This article from the Gleaner. All right, they gave themselves a 200 to 300% increase. This was in, I think, May of last year, 2023. Right? They gave themselves a 200 to 300% increase. And this is why I'm blaming the Jamaican people for what is going on in Jamaica, because my teachers, the police officers, good, well-thinking people of Jamaica that work very hard and deserve a raise, the nurses, you have allowed them to do this. You have sat back and allowed the government of Jamaica to do this. Meanwhile, in Africa, Burkina Faso, we have a real leader. Ibrahim Choi said, you know what? I'm going to cut the politicians' pay, which includes himself. He's now the president, right? And I'm going to cut us by 30% and increase workers' salary by 50%. My God. Salute. Hot off the press, big up. Yes, me up early. This one wake up my spirit when me read the. I'm big up Hot off the press because you posted it in the group. When me see that in the group, big up Philly Yard Vibes. When I'm on camera right now, you know we go. When I saw this in the group, I said, whoa, you have a leader that is willing to drop their money that they're getting in their pocket and increase that of the masses of the people. This is why my thumbnail is what it is. This is the leadership blueprint. Now, I'm going to ask some questions, that might make some people uncomfortable. Which, well, we know say this question don't apply to Andrew Holness because he has already showed us who he is. But between Mr. Joseph Patterson and Mark Golden, do you think any of them Yeah, man, me see it, man. You don't know. I respect and love to you and Talk Your Mind TV and others will share me live and big me up and shout me out. Even Sister Kerry, and she have a big platform. She have like 241,000 subs, and she mentioned me several times. Me even watch a video a while ago. It was so chilling. I mean, I'm going to talk about that one next time. We can't talk about it now because I'm going to go off topic. But anyway, between Joseph Patterson and Mark Golding, do you think any of them, and this is for everybody that watch this live, whether the replay or live, which one of them you think would make a move like that? To drop? Which one of them you think would fight, do the things that Ibrahim Traore is doing? Ibrahim Traore is actively fighting against the system, you know. He's actively fighting against the colonizer, you know. I mean, literally fighting against him to the point that they are allegedly sending assassination attempts. Yes, there has been another assassination attempt on Ibrahim Traore's life. And this is why I'm here, ladies and gentlemen. Because he sent a message to the colonizer. And we have to hear it because this is beautiful. This is what I want my leaders of Jamaica to be. A bold, brave, strong leader like Ibrahim Traore. This is the type of leader that I would definitely lay down my life for. You understand what I say? Yes, this is an honorable man right here. Not only that he decreased his salary and increased the workers' salary, the opposite of this government that we have here in Jamaica, that increased their salary and refused to pay the teachers, the nurses, and all of these people, right? And even the police them took. I mean, I advocate for the police. The police have to get more pay, you know? And if you get some training too, and then forget some real leadership, like a Renita Adams, as the man heading the organization and running operations. Yeah, man. Commissioner of Police Renita Adams. I'm an advocate for that for years. All right. Yes, he's fighting against the Western Empire. Ibrahim Traore actively doing it right now as we speak. Now hear this.
Would a leader not feel pressured to accept the demands of Western powers when faced with threats? Western powers have even attempted assassinations and coups against such leaders. Leaders like Thomas Sankara have been assassinated for the paths they choose, and Traore is following a similar course. So, isn't he afraid?
Young leader of Burkina Faso, President Ibrahim Traore says he is not afraid to die.
Ibrahim Traore said, he sent a message to the West that he is not afraid to die. So he's not worried. He's not worried about them allegedly trying to, delete him. Right? This is a man of God as well, and I should put that in there. Ibrahim Traore is a man of God. He's married, a very humble brother, very humble beginnings, and this man has done so much for his country already in less than a year. He has done more than Andrew Holness in a year than what Andrew Holness did for Jamaica in an entire 2 term. And if you think I lie, me I tell you, just do a little bit of research. Because I don't have time to go through all the things I'm going to do. It's so much. And the things that he's already in motion to do even more. He's setting the stage to really rise up his country in development in the next 10 to 15 years. I mean, I'm talking about some serious development. Jobs, on top of jobs, high profile. I mean, building a train track from one side of the country to the next. Him a borrow from him own bank, them start them own bank. Me not even want to get in it. But this man just sent a message to the people that I'm not afraid. So bring it on. The man is only 35 years old, ladies and gentlemen. 35. All right? So listen.
Recently, Traore declared that he is not afraid to die. This statement shocked external powers, who expected him to back down. Should he be the scared one, or should the West be fearful this time? And to whom is he declaring his fearlessness? Let's find out.
All right. Black Culture Diary. That is the name of the actual, YouTuber, right? They do a lot of things on Ibrahim Traore and what's going on in Africa. I would highly recommend that you guys go and sub up. The link is in the description. All right. Let's continue.
Imagine a leader who boldly declares, "I am not afraid to die," right in the face of imperial powers that have thrived on fear and submission. This isn't the script of a Hollywood movie. It's the reality unfolding in Burkina Faso under the leadership of Ibrahim Traoré. In a world where Western dominance has shaped global politics for centuries, Ibrahim Traoré, the young president of Burkina Faso, is making waves with his audacious approach to leadership. In a defiant speech, he proclaimed his fearlessness in the face of death, challenging both the West's long-standing strategies of intimidation and the internal enemies of African progress: cowardice, betrayal, and incompetence. Traoré's words are not just an act of rebellion, but a manifesto for a new Africa.
That part, a manifesto for a new Africa. Very key. A blueprint for leadership. I'm calling on the leaders of Jamaica. Well, the opposition, not Andrew Holness, because he's not going to take this on him work. He showed me that he's working for the corporation, 100%. Right? In my opinion. But Mark Golding, I'm going to tag Mark Golding in this video. I'm going to tag the UIC in this video. This man is giving us the blueprint of how to rid ourselves of the Westerners and the slave, the slavery dictators and the slave masters. Yeah, Ibrahim Traoré is giving us the blueprint on how to deal with these people. Seriously. So, pay attention. All right?
Africa that refuses to bow down to the remnants of colonial control and instead strives for genuine sovereignty. Traoré's message is a call to action, a clarion call for a new type of African leadership. To understand the gravity of his words, we must first delve into his audacious declaration. Why would a young African leader—
Oh, Philly asks what's the latest on the illicit 6? Well, Philly, it's the illicit 8. It's not the illicit 6 anymore. And today, that's why I'm not even want to sleep, because today they are supposed to read a report. Well, a very, very detailed report of that entire situation. And we're looking to see some people go to jail today, or if not today, by the end of the week. That is what we're hoping for. So I'm very excited. I don't even want to sleep. So I said, you know what? Let me use my time and go through this video and make this point that I'm making when it comes to the leadership blueprint of Burkina Faso. The other African nations are paying attention, and I think Jamaica should pay attention as well. He says he's definitely working for external forces. I mean, all you have to do is listen to the words that come out of the man's mouth, and it's clear, you know what I mean?
openly declare he is not afraid to die? What message is Traoré sending to both his allies and his adversaries? Traoré's declaration that he is not afraid to die is far more than a personal statement of bravado. It is a strategic challenge to Western imperialism and a call for African solidarity. Historically, the West has employed fear as a primary tool of control, using assassinations, coups, and economic sanctions to keep African nations under their thumb. Leaders like Patrice Lumumba, Thomas Sankara, and Muammar Gaddafi, who dared to imagine an Africa free from Western exploitation, were met with swift and brutal retaliation. By declaring his fearlessness, Traoré is not only rejecting this legacy of fear, but also rendering one of the West's most effective tools of manipulation powerless. This statement
Flo knows how to easy walk for back to school with a 25,000 back to school easier and sign up for yard and
is a profound psychological show. Traoré is signaling that he is unyielded by the fear of death that has been used to maintain the status quo. His words resonate deeply across the continent, a stark reminder that African leaders need to be willing to sacrifice everything if they are to achieve true independence.
The Jamaican leaders need to understand that they should be willing to sacrifice everything if they want Jamaica to have true independence. I'm going to say that again. The Jamaican leaders need to understand that they need to sacrifice everything if they want to have Jamaica have true independence. Ibrahim Traoré understands this. I don't think the Jamaican leadership does. Well, them two main ones anyway. That's been here for so long. I have hopes. I am hoping that Mark Golding is seeing it the way I'm seeing it, in terms of how Jamaica needs to move forward and cut ties with our our colonial masters. I don't even like to call them that, because actually they're thieves. You understand? They're crooks, they're pirates. And all around the world they have operated in the same way, stealing people's land through war and conquest and stealing their resources. Right? This is what has been happening for millennia. And they have lived off the backs and the sweat and the tears and the blood of our people for far too long. We need a brave leader like Ibrahim Choi to be, and worse, he's a military man. Hey, crime would be so, hey. Yo, me say this a man would have shake up Jamaica, you know? When him deal with crime, him would have shake up Jamaica, you know? All of these guys out there say them bad, you know, man. This man and theme team would have shake up Jamaica, you know? Want a leader like this, man. I tell you, big up Ibrahim Choi, man, and big up his family, and God bless him. God bless him. I tell you that from my heart.
This declaration also serves as a rallying cry for the African people. Traoré is not just speaking for himself, but for all Africans who have been subjugated, oppressed, and silenced by colonial and neo-colonial forces. He is calling for a shift from a mindset of fear and submission to one of courage and defiance. In essence, Traoré is saying that Africa must no longer be governed by the specter of fear, but by the spirit of resistance. Furthermore, Traoré's stance is a message to the internal enemies of progress within Africa. Those who have been
We have some internal enemies of progress in Jamaica, and them in the government. You understand what I say? Them in the government, people. All of this corruption and this stealing and this robbing of the people, them tax dollars and all of these things. Them forgot prison. We can't wait to look more. Them forgot prison. Illicit aid, found guilty, they must go to prison.
Been complicit in the exploitation of their own countries, often for personal gain. By stating that he is not afraid to die, Traoré is also challenging those who have sold their souls to external powers to maintain their positions of privilege.
Those who have sold their souls to external powers. You mean like the leaders of the country them? You mean like the puppet them in a whole heap of the country them? You understand? Who is funding the infrastructure in Africa? Nobody is funding the infrastructure in Africa. What you mean? Funding what? You mean some local style thing? And the leader them are about the money? Oh, I'm dear man.
He is throwing down the gauntlet to these actors, declaring that there is a new kind of leadership in town, one that cannot be bought or bullied. With his fearless
I just said that a while ago. A lot of the leaders in Africa are bought. They are puppets for the West. A lot of them. They serve the interests of the West. You understand? And far too long the West has pillaged Africa and robbed them of their resources. How can you have a country that is rich in oil and gold, but the people of the country are not rich? But the people that are the colonial masters of the country are the ones that are earning and wealthy from it. In Burkina Faso, a perfect example of this is what they do, what they did, what the French did was raise the franc to the Burkina Faso dollar to a point where it was favorable for them to buy the gold from Burkina Faso dirt cheap. So although the gold is of great value, they devalued the gold by raising the rate of the raising the rate of the franc to the Burkina Faso dollar. So, say for instance, one Burkina Faso dollar would worth 500 franc or 1,000 franc, when normally it probably should have been like 100 franc. But them raise it so high now that them can buy the gold at a cheap rate. They are the same ones refining the gold, so therefore the refinement have a cost to it as well. And then by the time the gold is sold, the Burkina Faso people don't get any real profit from it. Alright? That is the game of the Westerners. And they still lack listen, what kind of infrastructure? Well, let me start talking. Evidence is too clear, Bridget. Evidence. You want to talk about Congo? Do we really want to go there? Or talking about infrastructure? They have been pillaging Congo. There was a European that owned Congo for many years. I mean, owned the entire land of Congo. Let's go here. Let's go back to the map. Can you imagine one man owning an entire plot of land in Africa? Look at Congo. Look at Congo. Congo is right here near the Democratic Republic. This is the Democratic Republic of Congo, and this is Congo. This entire land mass, you see how big it is? Have so much minerals. And one man owned that entire, that entire plot of land. Alright? It doesn't matter if it's a Chinese or American. It doesn't matter. A colonizer is a colonizer. None of them should be able to do what they're doing to Africa. Period. One thief versus the next thief, all thief must go. And that's what Burkino Faso has done. He has kicked out the thieves. The man run out the French completely. Leave. And him not laugh with them neither, because if they never leave, they would have seen something. They would have seen something. No infrastructure in Africa with these colonizers there. None.
Declaration, Traoré sets the stage for a new era of leadership, one that is bold, unyielding, and
you can't stop it though. Pick one. No. That's where you're wrong, bag of chips. Burkino Faso has stopped it. He has successfully kicked out. This is why I have the thumbnail. Leadership blueprint. Leadership blueprint. Do you know how much Africans live in Africa? All they have to do is stand up and say no. And that is it. And they mean no. And the Westerners and them puppet have run away. Period. And no matter which side they end on.
and unapologetically African. But his vision does not stop there. He has also laid out a roadmap for the continent's revival, focusing on the need to banish 3 specific vices: cowardice, betrayal, and incompetence.
Cowardice, betrayal, and incompetence. Again, this is the leadership blueprint. The man is eliminating cowardice, betrayal, and incompetence. What does that mean? People that live in the country that are sellout, that are puppets, whether they're at the top or they're in the society. Let's play that again. This is the blueprint for real change. Listen to the man.
But his vision does not stop there. He has also laid out a roadmap for the continent's revival, focusing on the need to banish 3 specific vices: cowardice, betrayal, and incompetence.
Betrayal, cowardice. Cowardice is the people that are afraid to act and do anything. Cowardice is the people that say, oh, we can't do nothing, they're too powerful. Those people, you gotta go. You gotta go. We can't use you. We cannot use you. You're an enemy of progress. You have to go. Right? Betrayal are the ones that see you moving in the right direction and they have decided that they are going to pick the colonizer. And then what they did to Marcus Garvey, using the first black FBI agent to infiltrate his organization and take him down for $25 and talking about fraud, that is a betrayal. Those people got to go. The Judases have to go. You have to identify them and get rid of them. Lock them up, whatever. Alright? Charge them for treason, against treasonous crimes against the society and the community. Period. We're not going to tolerate them. Alright? Set the laws in place where it is very, very strict laws against betrayal and treason of the country and see what happens. I'm telling you. Big up Ibrahim Try. I'm with it.
But his vision does not stop there. He has also laid out a roadmap for the continent's revival, focusing on the need to banish 3 specific vices: cowardice, betrayal, and incompetence.
Incompetence. What is incompetence? Let's look up the word incompetence. Alright? What does that mean? I'm not going to show the screen today. Incompetence. Incompetence meaning. It means the inability to do something successfully. Alright? So, If you're not able, if you lack ability, yeah, he's getting rid of that. He needs people that can work and do the work and get things done. Period. And he's gonna put those people in the position of power.
Why does Traoré believe that cowardice, betrayal, and incompetence are the 3 words that Africa must banish to achieve true liberation? Here's a reminder to please like and share the video and subscribe to our channel.
Please like and share my video and subscribe to my channel as well. And big up this channel too.
To watch more videos on Black culture, history, civilization, and identity. Let's continue now.
Let me tell you that to unite, there are 3 words. 3 vices, 3 major vices, that we must banish from our behavior and our life. I'm talking about
Island parts and supplies can get what you need to the.
He says, I think Singapore has a very strict corruption law. Singapore, and I'm glad you said that. I am so happy you said that. And the reason why I'm happy you said that is because you see this man right here in the red tie, Mr. Joseph Patterson, the leader of the UIC, he always talks about Singapore. From the very first time that I heard him speak and talk about the manifesto of the UIC, he's the 3rd official, he leads the 3rd official party of Jamaica. He always look at Singapore as the blueprint of what Jamaica can use, right? Because of the time when they started their independence, where they are now versus Jamaica. Their independence started after Jamaica. And the things and the decisions that they made over the years, they are far surpassed Jamaica in development and prosperity. Their people are prosperous, educated, everything for the most part. You understand? They are also, I believe, the top exporter of organic food. And they're small. They are the size of St. Thomas. They are the size of St. Thomas. And I'm going to go to the map again to put that into context. Right? What did I say? They are the leading exporter of what? Organic food. And what? They are the what? They are as small as the parish of St. Thomas. Let's go to the map. Let's go to the map. Let's go to the map, ladies and gentlemen. Let me visit this website and share my screen real quick so you guys can understand the level. Bagachip says Singer also has money, so I guess they want what? I don't know what you're talking about. Singapore developed themselves. That's why they have money. Singapore did not just land on money. Alright? So here is St. Thomas. Singapore is as big as this parish right here. This is St. Thomas. And they are the leading exporter of organic food. Now look at the map of Jamaica. Why is Jamaica not the leading exporter of organic food? Well, we have a government that has not decided to put enough money into farmers and farming. We have all this wonderful land, but they choose to have give contracts to dig and mine for bauxite instead of using the rich minerals to grow organic food and feed the nation and also feed the world. Ain't that something? But Cutnet, salute to you, my brother. Let's continue. Oh, wait a minute.
and our life. 3 vices, 3 major vices, that we must banish from our behavior and our life.
He said Bigo and TikTok are also owned by Singapore with Chinese influence. You don't say.
I'm talking about cowardice, the betrayal, and incompetence.
Traoré's call to banish cowardice, betrayal, and incompetence is a powerful indictment of the very traits that have hindered Africa's progress and kept the continent shackled to its colonial past. Each of these vices has played a distinct role in maintaining the status quo, and understanding their impact is crucial to grasping Traoré's vision for a liberated Africa. Cowardice is not merely a personal failing, but a systemic issue that has allowed external forces to maintain their grip on the continent. It represents the unwillingness to stand up against oppressive regimes, the fear of losing—
The what? The unwillingness to stand up against oppressive regimes. My Jamaican people, isn't Andrew Holness the leader that decided that he wants to have a republic and still keep and still keep the Privy Council. Isn't the Privy Council a part of that colonial master? But yet he's a part of the Privy Council. But didn't he say that Mark Golden is have 1 foot in and 1 foot out because he has a British citizenship? That is, it was automatic because his father come from there. His mother is his grandparents, I believe, is Jamaican. You know, but I digress. The hypocrisy. Him being a part of the Privy Council and calling out somebody that has British citizenship, right? But he's still a part of the Privy Council, and he doesn't serve 2 masters. Make that make sense? If you ever read, and I think I have it on my computer, but I can't dig it up right now. If you ever read the pledge that Andrew Holness gave to the king or the queen to become a part of the Privy Council, you would ask yourself, how dare he say that somebody has 1 foot in and 1 foot out, when it's clear from this pledge that he serves 2 masters, or maybe is the Privy Council is the one that is his true master. But let's continue.
Grip on the continent. It represents the unwillingness to stand up against oppressive regimes, the fear of losing power or privilege, and the
fear of losing power or privilege. Isn't that selfish? As a public servant, you are supposed to serve the public. Now, Ibrahim tries serving the public of Burkina Faso, the collective, the majority. He's not serving himself. You know, taking down his own, his own salary, right? And the salary of others in government, and giving a 50% increase to the people. That is selflessness. That is leadership. That is the blueprint.
Preference for safety over sovereignty. For centuries, cowardice has been weaponized by the West to create a compliant African leadership class. Leaders who would rather acquiesce to foreign demands than risk confrontation. Traoré's insistence on eradicating cowardice is a direct call for a new breed of leaders. Leaders who dare to confront both internal corruption and external exploitation.
Leaders who dare to what? Let's listen to that again. We have to listen to that again. Listen to this.
Risk confrontation. Traoré.
Oh yes, Siaga definitely, in my opinion, was a plan from the CIA. Yeah, definitely.
His insistence on eradicating cowardice is a direct call for a new breed of leaders. Leaders who dare to confront both internal corruption and external exploitation.
Leaders who dare to confront internal corruption and external exploitation. Andrew Holness has not dared to address internal corruption. You know what Andrew Holness has done? Andrew Holness has put out a gag order. And yes, today is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in him. As I said, I cannot wait to hear who is the illicit yet and who is going to prison. You understand? That's what I can't hear to hear. Alright? Bag of Chips is saying I need to research who is buying land and letting Africa borrow money, and ask yourself why. Listen, Bag of Chips, America is no different from China or anybody else that is trying to exploit Africa. They're no different. Listen to me now, man. America is connected to Britain, you know. Britain really runs America, you know. That is why you have the what you call it, Lady Liberty, with the burning flame in her hand. Where you think that come from? You're saying I must do research? Is Europe run America? Is one family. So don't get it twisted. So everybody is going to Africa because Africa is the prize. So all of them have been graping Africa. All of them, America included. Every last one of them. France and America are very, very close. They are brothers and sisters, or sisters, whatever you want to call it, in terms of the family structure of the royalty. Cousins, whatever you want to call it. So they are no different. Alright? America hands is very, very dirty in the grand scheme of things. And that's a fact. Alright? And all you have to do is go and listen to John F. Kennedy. And he will tell you some of the dark secrets of the CIA and the FBI. He came out publicly and said, I'm going to do some videos on it. Trust me. I'm getting there. I have been trying to take care of these prophecies. They've been coming, so it's such an important time topic and an issue and all of the spiritual wickedness going on in Jamaica. I haven't had time to really delve into those topics, but it's coming. It's coming. Trust me, it's coming.
Betrayal, on the other hand, is a deeply ingrained problem that has plagued Africa since the days of the slave trade. It is the act of selling out one's countrymen for personal gain, often at
selling out one's countrymen for personal gain. Yes, this is happening in Jamaica a lot amongst the leaders of our country. I yearn for a Burkino Faso president like Ibrahim Traoré.
the behest of foreign powers.
Honestly, I pray for it. A man of God, you know, somebody like Renito Adams, you know, in the police force to really stamp out crime in Jamaica, you know, have some real prison reform where these criminals, you know, when they go and they serve their time, they can go to prison and learn some trade and some something. So when they come out, they don't have to take up back no gun. They don't have to be a part of no crime syndicate. Serious reform. So we can have productive members of the society as the majority and not the minority. But right now, Jamaica is riddled with crime. Riddled.
Betrayal is the tool that has been used to undermine movements for independence and self-determination. Whether it is the betrayal of revolutionary leaders by their closest aides or the betrayal of the public trust by those in power, this vice has continually undermined Africa's quest for unity and strength. Traoré's call to eliminate betrayal is a call for integrity and solidarity, urging Africans to prioritize collective progress over personal profit.
Prioritize collective progress over personal profit. My Jamaican people, my call to you is that as well. Prioritize collective progress instead of personal profit. A lot of you take this small amount of money from the government and allow them to buy your vote. But they're not really getting anything. Because if you understood that getting fish, right, is not good, as in when somebody can teach you how to fish, a man can teach you how to be a millionaire, him giving you $1 million fish or $1 million is not the same. Alright? That $1 million can be stolen. You can lose it, all of that. You understand? Yeah. All of that. So it's better for you to actually learn how to fish instead of being given fish, being given an handout. You guys have sold out your country for some pennies. Sold out who you vote for some pennies. Just for personal gain. Right? Come on, man.
Incompetence is perhaps the most...
And then that happens at the top as well, you know. But even in a bigger way. Because they have sold out land, sold out beaches. Right? Now we hear that oil is here, but then oil is not here. Gold is here, but it's not. I wonder. I can't wait for God to reveal that it's actually here. Because I don't believe them.
Most pervasive of the three vices. It is not simply about a lack of skills or knowledge, but a deliberate strategy used by the West to keep Africa dependent. Incompetence has been...
A deliberate strategy to keep Africa dependent. The IMF, the World Bank. Who owns these entities? Huh? Ibrahim Traoré said, I am not borrowing any money from the IMF because he understands what the IMF is doing and has done for a very, very long time. But we have a individual called Nigel Clark. Nigel Clark. This individual right here on your screen that has now left his post in Jamaica, left his post, you know, to go to the IMF. Left his post as the Minister of Finance to go to the IMF for a bigger job. When he just received a 200 to 300% salary increase. I guess that was not enough. Talk about selling out for personal gain. Talk about a coon. And I did a video on this. The 2 house slaves. Go and watch it. You understand? Philiadi says bag of chips need to do some research. What freedom are you talking about? This is not about freedom. It's about independence and prosperity. I think bag of chips is joking, you know. Bag of chips are not really taking bag of chips seriously right now. I think bag of chips is just must be joking, honestly. On this one, to be honest with you.
nurtured through foreign aid programs that create dependency rather than self-sufficiency, through educational systems that do not prioritize local knowledge, and through governance structures that reward compliance over competence.
They reward what? Compliance over what?
Prioritize local knowledge, and through governance structures that reward compliance over competence.
Compliance over competence. Bag of chips, America is no different from China at this point, and you're going to realize very soon. You see what is happening with the influx of immigrants. So you have to understand. You have to understand Revelation and the times we're living in. Democracy is a farce. All right, the pandemic should have taught you that. The same taking away our freedoms, that was a test in the pandemic. They took away your freedoms. It's the same thing that they do in quote unquote these China and all of these places that they're talking about, and Korea and all of these places. Yeah, they taking away our freedom. Yeah, they did that. They did that all around the world. This is not about who is the side and who. No, it's one team. It's called the One World Order. All right, so that's a very, very serious thing. Think about that.
Traore's emphasis on eradicating incompetence is a demand for a new era of African leadership, one that is educated, capable, and committed to the people rather than to foreign benefactors. By calling for the banishment of cowardice, betrayal, and incompetence, Traore is not just identifying the problems, but also laying out a vision for a new Africa, an Africa that is self-reliant, united, and strong. But how has the West reacted to this bold new vision? The reaction from the West to Traore's bold declarations has been swift and telling. Western media outlets have quickly labeled him a radical,
You hear that? Here comes the media train. As soon as there is a leader that stands up against the beast, that stands up against the West, here comes the machine. And the first line of action, or one of the line of action, is to do what? Demonize the person. Well, let me tell you this. As far as I'm concerned, Ibrahim Traore is a hero. And God bless him, and God bless Burkino Faso and Africa. God bless Jamaica too. Yeah, right, that's so. That's where it is. God bless him.
Firebrand, and even a potential dictator. This knee-jerk reaction is predictable for a system that has long relied.
Are you an ambitious individual?
A knee-jerk reaction for a system that has long relied on what?
Narrative of African dependency and incompetence to have quickly labeled him a radical, a firebrand, and even a potential dictator. This knee-jerk reaction is predictable for a system that has long relied on a narrative of African dependency and incompetence to justify its continued interference on the continent. Why does the West fear Traore's words so much? Because he represents a direct threat to the carefully constructed system of neo-colonialism that has kept Africa in a state of perpetual dependency.
Bingo.
For decades, Western powers...
Bingo! As long as they can get what they want from Africa, they are good. That's it. That's it. Right? So this act of bold statements and actions by Ibrahim Traore is the leadership blueprint. And I truly hope that our leaders here in Jamaica pay attention and incorporate these said actions and be bold and brave. Because what is currently taking place is Jamaica dollar has gone to hell. We are totally dependent. We are importing everything. And I just show you that Singapore is the top exporter of organic food. There's trillions of tax dollars being collected. All right. We are more than capable of stop borrowing from the IMF and being self-sufficient. Is that we have puppet leaders in place that does not have our best interests at heart, and that's a fact. Now, you know what? Let me play this first. I start playing that video. I'm not going to play the entire video. You guys can go over there and actually watch the video in its entirety. I think I've made my point of that video. This is another African station right here, and this young man, I mean, wow, just listen.
sent several mercenaries and trainers to our area. The agents have descended into the Sahel to carry out barbaric, cowardly attacks against our people, hoping to revolt them.
Ibrahim Traore, the president of Burkina Faso, has sent a warning to African leaders and Jamaican Prime Minister Andrew Holness. We are talking about the puppets, so do not fear if...
We are talking about the who? Let's play that again. Wait a minute. Yo, yeah, this is how you know that it's bad. This is how you know it's terrible. When an African brother can identify a Jamaican president as a puppet, yeah, this is how you know it's bad. Yeah, man, it's really, really bad. It's truly very, very bad. It's Lord have mercy. Why is my beats not playing? Oh man, I was wondering what's going on. You know what? It's my fault. I didn't have it on loop. Alright, let's go.
Ibrahim Traore, the president of Burkina Faso, has sent a warning to African leaders and Jamaican Prime Minister Andrew Holness. We are talking about the puppets.
Dang. Shots fired. We are talking about the puppets. Is the next leader that steps up going to also be a puppet? I hope not. I really hope not, because Andrew Holness is supposed to lose this next election, and I hope that the next leader doesn't become a puppet. Honestly, let me see what's going on here. Philly said we are not talking living in China. China is a country that has built up immigrants, unlike that is irrelevant to this topic. Exactly. China is not relevant to this topic, to be honest with you. We are talking about the blueprint for freedom. The blueprint is to be self-sufficient and independent. And that means if a country, I don't care if it's the United States, China, Russia, it don't matter. History is history. History shows us what it is, right? And based off that history, we know that Africa and even other countries in the Caribbean have been pillaged, the resource, the land, everything, by these people. So we don't want them in our business anymore. Period.
So do not fear if you're an African leader. This speech that Ibrahim Traore has said, it has a lot that has shocked the world. I'm talking about Jamaica because when the musicians of Jamaica, the like of Bob Marley, were talking...
The like of Bob Marley that talked about freedom. Talk it, my general. Him know him I talk about. Big up this brother here.
Talking about or were condemning or were protesting against oppression from the Babylon. They were talking about Africa.
Exactly. You see how powerful righteous music is? Big up Bob Marley.
They wanted political and social change in Africa. And that's why this speech of Ibrahim Traore has a lot of impact to Jamaica at large. And that's where Jamaica comes from. Let's listen to this and then we'll react about it.
This continent has suffered so much and continues to suffer because of imperialists. These imperialists have only one cliché in mind. Africa is the empire of slaves.
Jamaica, the Caribbean, is the empire of slaves. They see us as their servants. Alright? So we can continue to beg them and ask them for things, and they can have whatever they want and operate however they want to operate because they're above us. Yeah.
This is how they see Africa. For them, Africans belong to them. Our lands belong to them. Our subsoil belongs to them. They have never been able to change the logic until today. This is deplorable. But how do they proceed? Unfortunately, it is since the 1960s that these 6,000 acres of independence have been given to Africa. They have just placed local valets at the head, according to them, of their sub-prefecture to be able to continue to feed them. These local valets, which we are going to call today the slaves of Salon, have other goals. They want to live like the master, to satisfy the master.
They want to live like the master and satisfy the master. Right? Yeah. That is the difference between Ibrahim Troy and Andrew Holness. Andrew want to satisfy his masters.
And to do everything that the master dictates to them. They steal. They plunder our states.
They steal and what? Plunder our states. Isn't there a lot of money missing in Jamaica?
Everything to the master, and their wealth is kept with the master. They do everything to live like the master and always satisfy him. Do you know who these slaves of Salon are? Well, we are going to explain to you what they are. They are individuals who have no dignity, who have no morals, who have no personality.
No dignity, no morals, no personality. That sounds like somebody on this picture. Interesting.
But the master slave has always known how to identify these individuals. They are always ready to betray their brother to satisfy the master. They have betrayed us since independence, and others.
They have betrayed us since independence. Think about that. Just think about that a little bit. Right? Because when you look at the grand scheme of things, how far has Jamaica progressed after 60 plus years of independence? And if you want to measure that, all you got to do is look at Singapore, that has had less years of independence than Jamaica, and look at how far their society has progressed. It's a very, very telling tale, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm so happy that Mr. Joseph Patterson had educated me on Singapore. And after...
We about to move up on it around here if you touch my leg. It's love. Matter of fact, don't move that hand no more. Now try me. So Mike, you mean to tell me Diddy was touching on your leg while you were sitting right here on this couch? I was trying to, but I seen him before. Diddy, get the hell out of this studio.
Kemi Aisha Joel, subscribe to the channel.
We about to move up on it around here if you touch my leg. It's love. Matter of fact, don't move that hand no more. Now try me. So Mike, you mean to tell me Diddy was touching on your leg while you were sitting right here on this couch? I was trying to, but I seen him before. Diddy, get the hell out of this studio.
Cynthia Miller, subscribe to the channel.
Hey, shout out to the new sub. Shout out to Kemisha Joels and Cynthia Miller in real time, subbing up to the platform. Salute to you, ladies. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Let's go back.
By these individuals. They are always ready to betray their brother to satisfy the master. They have betrayed us since independence, and others continue to betray.
Yes, I was saying that I'm happy that Mr. Joseph Patterson mentioned, Singapore, and I did my research and found out what he was talking about was actual factual. Jamaica should be so far ahead. With our brand, Jamaica alone, with our success in the Olympic Games, when you factor everything in, we should have used those things to our advantage. You understand? And Jamaica should be, in my opinion, in terms of tourism, we could have definitely been on the standard of Dubai. Very expensive to get here. Very expensive to stay here. If the country was managed effectively. And how the country will be managed effectively is investing in the people. Look at the times we're living in right now. Right? Can you imagine if our government really prioritized agriculture and also putting plans in place in terms of developing our community, so our kids' education. If they had focused on education, would have people coming out of schools with certain skill sets that could be used to build the country. Engineering, all types of different engineering areas of. And big up to Kwame Brown, man. Big up to KB, right? I have to say his full name because some of you are not familiar with him, but trading and coding in schools was one of his biggest messages when he came on YouTube, and it has not changed. Trading and coding in schools. If Jamaica had focused on education and agriculture more effectively and surrounding that with actual tourism on a local level. Can you imagine a hub in a time where organic food is like gold? Can you imagine, with all of the herbs and all of the natural resources that Jamaica have, how Jamaica would be a hub just to visit for healing, spiritually, physically, mentally? I mean, the potential would be unbelievable. Remember when Usain Bolt won and had a great success multiple times? What were they talking about? The food that we eat in Jamaica, the herbs, everything, right? Listen, man, let me tell you something. Jamaica, Bob Marley, Jamaica is so rich in people and potential and talent. Jamaica has been devastatingly mismanaged by these two political parties over the years. And that's facts. That's facts. You understand that I'm saying? The two major political parties has devastated this country's potential of growth. Both of them are to be blamed. None of them are exempt. You can put more blame on one if you want, but none of them are exempt. You understand? They have suffered this country for a very, very long time. And it's time for real freedom and growth. And Ibrahim Traore's, leadership blueprint is the way. We have to snuff out the corrupt, the incompetence, right? The betrayers, the betrayal, the Judases, right? The internal slaves, the house slaves. We have to get rid of the house slaves. Them forgot prison. We can't wait till later on when the illicit aid read out. Call them name, lock them up. We rob up the Jamaican tax dollars. You understand? Philly Yardy Vibes say we have more natural resources. You mentioned education. Singapore have cargo ships. Jamaica don't even have trains. Jamaica used to have trains, Philly Yardy Vibes. But what did they do? Shut down the train tracks. Jamaica used to have trains. Shout out to Cerny Garden. Jamaica used to have trades. They have moved away from trading and coding, bro. They have locked down factories, right? They have locked down factories all around Jamaica. This, in my opinion, is a diabolical plan to destroy the best resource in Jamaica, which is the people. All right? Period. Right? When you look at the evidence all around you, all the other countries around it, it's quite clear. We have adopted all of the wrong ways to go in leadership. And right now, if I don't hear a leader really putting forth a real solid plan to have us move away from these colonizers completely, I really don't have time to hear it. I don't have no time for them. If they're not talking about that, in my opinion, they're not talking about nothing.
Prayers to the benefit of their master. These individuals continue, against all odds, to help the master plunder Africa. They like to say it every year. In their economic polls, Burkina is the poorest country, Mali is the poorest country, Niger is the poorest country.
Oh, who made them the poorest country? You mean the countries that have their own oil, that have their own gold? These are the poorest countries. How is that even possible? Who made it that way? Interesting. But these countries have freed themselves, are in the process of freeing themselves completely, because the fight will never end, you know. When it comes to freedom, the fight is a continuous one. The devils and the agents of the devils are always working to infiltrate. So you cannot rest too much. You have to have the full armor of God on as a country. You have to have leaders that actually incorporate God in everything that they're doing. And if you're not seeing that actively and hearing that, then look out. You're going to leave room for the devil to come creeping in. You understand? And that's what is happening in a lot of countries in Africa, unfortunately. And Jamaica is no different. to tomorrow, the 11th, 9/11. What a day for the Masons to have a meeting to decide. Masons from all around the world in Jamaica, you know, having a meeting in Kingston. I heard it was supposed to be in Montego Bay, and Mark Stewart decided to have seven days of fasting and prayer. And by the time a Quint meeting moved to Kingston, where's all of the other churches? Why the 31 churches that Mark Stewart invited did not come and decided to actually go into praying and fasting as well, to counteract this evil that is coming upon our country, this spiritual darkness of the Mason order that is coming upon our country. Huh? Listen, man. You think these people that have conquered all of these places are playing fairly? Right? These countries, the Catholic Church and everything that is involved, they think that they're playing a clean game. Come on, man. Come on, man.
We are ranked among the last. Very well, if we are as poor as they say. But when the time has come to take responsibility, we have asked this master to leave the place. Why don't they want to leave?
If they are so poor, why don't you want to leave? France, why do you want to be in Burkina Faso, to control Burkina Faso if it's so poor? Why do you guys want to control all these countries in Africa if it's so poor and desolate? What is it about Africa that is so enticing to you guys from the West and anywhere else you're from? Why? I don't know who you're fooling. I know there's some people that you're fooling, but I don't know who you're fooling. Any well-thinking individual understands that Africa is and supposed to be one of the economic powerhouse. It should be one of the economic powerhouses in the world with the resources that it has. What Mugabe was trying to achieve in creating an African currency backed by African resources, this is why, in my opinion, that man was taken out and deleted, because of his ambitions. That would have put a dent in the devil's plan to have a one world order, because Africa standing up for itself and being absolutely free. Mighty God of Daniel, do you understand the shift of balance the world would have gone through with the entire continent of Africa with its own money that is worth more than the US dollar or the franc or the pound? How do you think these countries have such a powerful currency, especially England and the UK? Is all of the resources that they robbed from Africa over the years, and that's a fact. All of the artifacts, all of the minerals, the gold, the diamonds that they have in their possessions in how many museums all around Europe, those things are what they use to strengthen their economy. Alright? They are thieves, they are pirates. That's what they built the entire country off. And they have the audacity in the UK now to be telling African people that they must leave. African people own. It's their resources that built that country. Even their blood, sweat and tears and their workforce. What? Listen, I'm going to cover that story too, just give me some time, because I saw a powerful sister speak on that. Out of order. Them rank. And we, African people, we need to understand our place and our history. See? We need to understand our place and our history. Out of order.
When we take the case of Niger, for more than 40 years, some countries have been exploiting uranium to produce energy at home. From Ottawa to Paris, the streets are illuminated.
Do you know how important uranium is to a lot of countries? And they're exploiting that from Niger.
It is the light. But in Niger, it is the darkness that has served us. When you go to our states, our soils are full of precious metals, such as gold. But often there is not even the slightest road accessible to reach the areas.
How can you have so much gold and not have roads? Huh? Somebody explain that to me. How can so much gold be coming out of Burkino Faso and they don't have proper road access? The aim is to keep us poor and dependent, or a failure is their success. Facts.
Where they exploit gold, even less certain basic social services. This is why we have decided to revolt and take the fate of our countries.
This is why we have decided to revolt and take the fate of our countries. Jamaican people, when are not going to revolt? When are you going to stand up? We're not going to say enough is enough. When you just go walk back in a slavery, and if you don't feel like say, it is not coming. When you make a sad mistake, watch this next thing, you know. Long time talk to my TV I warning you, you know. Alright? When not pay attention, someone not pay attention, someone not going to want to stay asleep. Alright, continue. Continue, man.
Into our own hands. There are many other examples, but when we decided so, we were approached by some saloon slaves to pass on the message of their master. Because they had created this kind of polymer chain that rises to the heads of our states to serve them. And we came to break the chain. And it is
the man say him come for break the chain. What chain has Andrew Holness broken? What real chain of oppression has Andrew Holness broken? What liberative move Andrew Holness has made for the people of Jamaica? Zero. In 2 terms, 0. At least the PMP did move away from the IMF. They went back to the IMF. Mighty God of Daniel. I know them have somebody. The minister, soon to be the former minister of finance, Nigel Clark, going to the IMF, going to work for the IMF, resigning as the minister of finance and going to work for the IMF. You can't make this up. These are house slaves.
Conceivable for them. They approached us and asked us to enter the ranks to make the elite lead that must lead Africa. Because they have an elite formed and formatted that must follow, that is embedded in this chain. We refused to enter their ranks. And then the hostilities began.
So, refusing to enter their ranks. Here comes the hostility. But you have to understand so that apartheid change. Change is going to bring friction. It's like breaking up with a girl. You understand? And you find out so she's toxic and she don't mean it no well. Or breaking up with a man for the ladies them. Because I don't want her to feel no way, you know, like say. Me a true word for the ladies them. It's like a relationship where you break up with somebody because you see that they don't have your best interest at heart. And you found, you know, you just want peace. You just want to be with yourself, you know, and hopefully you can find somebody else that is a good enough partner to be with. Right?
They have sent several mercenaries and trainers to our area. The agents have descended into the Sahel to carry out barbaric, cowardly attacks against our people, hoping to revolt them. In addition to these attacks on the ground, the attacks on communication, manipulation, and disinformation are full in their ranks. But the people of the Sahel have understood, and we will never be able to be manipulated again. They know where they come from, they know what they are doing, and they know where they are going.
You see the 2 flags? The bag of chips. You see the 2 flags when put up a while ago? Good. Good. Those are the two countries interfering in the Burkino Faso freedom movement.
Manipulation and disinformation.
Manipulation, disinformation. Go back.
And trainers to our area. The agents have descended into the Sahel to carry out barbaric, cowardly attacks against our people, hoping to revolt them. In addition to these attacks on the ground, the attacks on communication.
There's an attacks on communication. What do they mean? The things that they're putting out there on the media about the Burkina Faso president. Listen.
Manipulation and disinformation.
Manipulation and disinformation
are full in their ranks. But the people of the Sahel have understood, and we will never be able to be manipulated again.
Thank God. I wish that Jamaica can reach to that point where we are never manipulated again by any puppet politician in this country. That is where we need to be, and we need leaders that can be strong with us to eradicate. You understand these people? When I say eradicate, I mean lock them up for treason. Yeah, because the crimes they're committing against Jamaican people are treasonous crimes.
They know where they come from.
They know where they come from. The bag of chips are which two flag that? Look on those two flags and those two flag heads. You think they don't know who their enemy is? You think they are not the ones feeling what is going on in their country and seeing what is going on in their country? I think mainstream media in America is telling you the real of what's going on in these countries. Come on, man. They're not even telling you the real of who Kamala Harris is. Them lying to you about all types of things in this presidential race. So what else would they lie to you about? Look at the reports that have come out from the CIA. But years before, when people were talking about it, it was conspiracy theory. I don't want anybody to talk about conspiracy theory anymore. No. I tell you, after 9/11, that word should be abolished. There's no such thing as conspiracy theory. None. Everything is relative. Listen, find out, do some research, but never you throw cold water upon it. You understand? Trust me upon that. It wouldn't be wise to do so. It could mean a detriment to you and your family. Alright? Believe.
They know what they are doing, and they know where they are going.
Yeah, man, nobody type when you're driving on the bag of chips. I don't want anything to happen to you. Alright? Be safe out there.
We will no longer allow this. People are awake, and people are fighting today. Not for ourselves, but for future generations.
Ah, that is it, my general. That is the difference between Ibrahim Traoré and Andrew Holness. Andrew Holness doesn't give a damn about the future generation of Jamaican people. This is the leader that we want, Ibrahim Traoré. A man with that type of focus, because what we're truly fighting for is not for ourselves. It's about being selfless, it's about the collective, it's about the future, it's about the youth. I understand we're living in the end times, but that focus should always be the same. It should always be about the youth. It should never be about ourselves. We have to be selfless. Jamaican people, it is time for you to get up. It is time for you to get up and act now. Demand the resignation of every single member of the JLP. None of them is without fault. All of them is complicit with this illicit hate. In my opinion, you understand? All of them for resign. Every last one of them were in a parliament for resign. And go about them business. Pack up and go.
Merci à tous pour le combat qui est livré.
And thank you all for the fight that has been fought. This will never make us cry. We will not tremble. We will fight. We will fight for real independence, for our freedom.
We will fight for real independence and our freedom. Because there's a fake independence now, and that's what we have had in Jamaica for all this time. You know? A fake independence, not a real one. So you have to put emphasis on a real independence. You get me?
Because to scare the people of the Sahel, these individuals have only 3 terms in their mouths: democracy, freedom, human rights. Of course, their local values are only elected in a democratic, free and transparent process according to their values. What is more normal, that we want to impose this on ourselves, because it is they who dictate the rules. Very well, we have decided to take responsibility. Do you know why on June 26, 2023, when Niger decided to turn the page, the slaves of Salon and their masters got on the big horses? They put their local values forward and decided to wage a war against the Nigerian people. So we said, anyone who dares to take up arms against Niger will face us.
This is the unity between Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso. Yeah. If you fight one of them, you fight all of them. And I'm talking about literally fighting them. If you are to go up against Burkina Faso, you're going up against Niger and Mali. If you're going up against Mali, you're going up against Niger and Burkina Faso. And if you're going up against Niger, you're going up against Burkina Faso and Mali. You're going up against Burkina Faso, you're going up against Mali and Niger. Yeah. It's one united. I showed you the map. I did. I showed you the map earlier. I don't have it on behind right now. I'm not going to search it, but I showed you earlier how close they are and how much wealth they have in resources. And they are now sharing their resources and building each country through that initiative. They're protecting themselves, protecting each other, securing food, alright, and securing their resources. And building infrastructure, real infrastructure, right? And the building of those infrastructure creating many jobs in many fields. They're not hiring people from outside their country to come and build any trains and no. They're going to have people learn, teach them the skills so they can build it themselves. Amen. Good. This is, ladies and gentlemen, the blueprint of leadership. Alright? Big up Ibrahim Traoré.
Because we will wage a merciless war until the last drop of blood for anyone who dares to attack our states.
You hear that? The man said, we shall never give in and never give up. That is the attitude you have to have when you're fighting the devil. There's no giving in. I tell you already, these colonizers are agents of the devil. They will not let up. The fight for freedom is always going to continue because they will never yield. You have to be strong. You have to be independent, not dependent. Any sign of weakness, them sliding in. I'm telling you, this is how snakes operate, you know. This is how the colonizers operate, right? That's why you have to snuff out the Judases, the incompetence, right? You have to be sharp. You have to be on it. Look what they did to Marcus Garvey. Lock that man up for fraud for $25. That's the only thing they could pin on him. But they let it stick and they let it run in it.
This word, this decision we made yesterday, is current today, will be current tomorrow and forever. Thus, we acquired the AES on September 16, 2023, in a mutual defense architecture. But we felt it necessary to extend and therefore enlarge the AES architecture. What brings us together today must allow us to go to other areas in addition to defense, including finance and economy, infrastructure, health, education. In short, I pass. So I hope that this moment will be for us a story that we will write for the AES, but especially for Africa and for the whole world. May God illuminate each and every one of us. May God inspire us in these tasks that are entrusted to us. And above all, that when we do all our work...
You hear what the man say? May God what? The man no left God no time. This is the type of leader we need. Ladies and gentlemen.
That we have in mind only one thing.
l'intérêt suprême de nos populations.
The supreme interest of our people. On this, we pray once again, good God, that He accompanies us all in our different tasks,
Qu'il protège nos combattants, qui, grâce à eux, nous
that He
permettent
protects our fighters, who, thanks to them, allow us to sit here and exchange about the future of our
Soyez
states.
donc remerciés une fois de plus, peuple nigérien. Soyez
So be
unis.
grateful once again, Nigerian people.
La
Be
patrie
united
d'abord.
and united, people of the AES, the homeland, or death.
Welcome back to my YouTube.
Come on. Come on. Man himself. Man himself. Ibrahim Choi. May God bless you and your family and the country of Burkina Faso, Mali and Niger. The entire Africa, the Caribbean. Yes. May God protect us in our task in freeing our people's minds using this medium. You understand? May this message reach the right ear, reach the right people that need this message to affect positive change in our community. God is the greatest. Now this excerpt, I'm going to play some of this. I'm definitely not going to play all of it. I actually did a video about the first video I ever did about Ibrahim Choi. And you know I always give credit where credit is due. The first person I heard talk about Ibrahim Choi was Jamaican Carlos. And I said, what? Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Choi? I said, wait a minute. Who's this guy? Let me do some research. Right? And I went and I did my research about Ibrahim Choi. And I did a video. It didn't get a lot of views. But I want to invite you guys that watch this to go and watch that. You understand? And I'm going to play just a few minutes of it. But let me show you this video. Look at it. You see? That's it. The speech exposed leader that act as colonizers for the elite. Ibrahim Choi. Alright? This is my first video that I did. You notice Andrew Holness on it with the puppet over his head. And look at that puppet smile, eh? Ibrahim Choi's speech exposes leaders that act as colonizers for the elite. That's my first video I ever did on Ibrahim Choi. That was a month ago. 1 month plus, you know it go. You see me, only 252 views. But I would encourage you guys to go over there. The link is in the description and watch that video in its entirety. But I will be playing some of it right now to land my point about the blueprint, the leadership blueprint. Right? So here we go. Shout out to all the new subs, man. Hey, man, and, you know, the last video that I did on this topic of politics here in Jamaica, where I did a reaction to the Jamaican Carlos TV channel's, you know, live stream, some of the things he said. You see the thumbnail. I got a lot of interactions in the chat, and I welcome those interactions, even if I disagree with you vehemently. Now, I have no ill will towards anybody and, you know, their opinions about me covering their prime minister. But however, I will point out some inconsistencies now. I'm not afraid to let you know. You're full of shit if you're full of shit. I'm just letting you know. Yeah, so talk to him, Bolo. Talk to him. Let me share my screen real quick and go here. Yo, it's kind of funny hearing yourself. It's kind of funny hearing yourself when you actually be, you know what I'm saying, doing your thing sometimes. It's hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Hey, talk to him, Bolo. Let him know. Let him know. All right. Boom. Check this out, my good people. Check this out. Wait, here it is. I don't know. No. Okay, go back. I don't know why I'm looking at myself right now. Myself, right. The screen is just way too cloudy, so I'm gonna keep the overlay up because y'all eyes is gonna be dazzling if I don't. You know what I'm saying? And you notice I've simplified it to eliminate that. So yeah, that's why I got the overlay up. You're gonna hear what you need to hear, pretty much. All right. So let's get it. All right. So here we go in the comment section, and there was a very interesting comment. This one right here, right? Let me see. I'm gonna just scroll across. The person says, "Ease off our prime minister. It is we Jamaican put him to govern, and if we Jamaican remove him, and is we Jamaican to remove him. For now, he is doing okay. So all played vloggers who trying to discredit the prime minister, Andrew Holiness. Wow, Andrew Holiness. Okay, I didn't even see that, aka Bro God. All right, you all can continue try because it's not working. You guys only bigging up Andrew. You guys only bigging up Andrew Holness more. All right, so let me translate that for you now, good people. Basically, what this person is saying is that the more we talk about Mr. Andrew Holness, somehow we are making him look good, and you know he has done well. I don't know if this person thinks I'm not Jamaican because I speak English, but sir, I am Jamaican. I live in Jamaica. Listen, let me address that real quick. I am born in Jamaica. I've never been to the United States ever in my entire life. All right. I'm a yard. Me come from a yard. Me live a yard. I'm a day a yard. You understand? Good. So let's lay that to rest and stop asking me in the comment sections. It's kind of getting frustrating. Are you Jamaican? No, I am Jamaican. I'm not American. All right. Thank you. I just speak proper English. Let's continue. Or ma'am, I don't know. Me no disrespect. However, and there were some positive comments in there. Salute to all the people. You know what I'm saying? There was another interesting comment out there from this lady. I don't know if it's still up or she deleted her comment. But you know, it's very interesting to see those types of comments. To say that he's doing okay, what does that even mean? What do you mean by the prime minister is doing okay? I'm sure he is. He seems to be, you know, very wealthy at this point, so he is okay. He's doing okay. Oh yeah, he's doing okay. So what are you doing? You're gonna discount all the people that are vocalizing how they really feeling and what's really going on in their lives? Is this what you die-hearted? You called him Bro God. You called him Holiness. I don't know if you did that on purpose or what, but it seems like you're blazing, son. You're blazing hard, son. Pause. No diddy. That's crazy. But anyway, let me get to the content. Now, I came across a video from Ibrahim Troy. Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta tell you, I did a comparison before, you know, in terms of comparing leaderships between Andrew Holness and Ibrahim Troy, and I would love to invite y'all to go check that out. I think it's on my main channel. But I did a comparison on my main channel. Yo, I gotta find that link. Oh my god, I'm gonna play this, but I gotta find that link and drop it in the description. Let's go. But I don't have time to. Let me find that. Thumbnail looking like this, two of them faces up there together, right? Now, before I do that, I want to play a video that when I heard this first video,
and the people them it better for no.
Yeah, when I heard this first video and I heard this young man speak and he mentioned Ibrahim Troy, this young man that I'm about to play, this is Talk Your Mind TV, right? And this is a small snippet. Big up Talk Your Mind TV. I'm a moderator over there. Fair use. Let me play the music. 1.5. I'm gonna play that 1.5 speed. And I'm also gonna play my little music in the background for me. Yeah, keep it smooth right there. All right. Let me check my phone to see if that's too loud for you guys. Hopefully it's not. You know, I gotta be mindful of the experiences that you guys are having when you're watching the content. I want to make sure that the sound is great and the visual is also great, so you get quality in terms of the product that we deliver here. Sometimes it takes a little time. Oh, before I do that, remember to like and share the video, subscribe, and thanks to the new subscribers. Follow me on Instagram. You see on the screen. If you're watching the replay, hit the like button. All right, the anonymous link is pinned in the top of the comment section. We are not yet monetized. I know that. That is my goal, to be monetized as soon as possible. We are now monetized, ladies and gentlemen. All right, this was an old video, okay? But yeah, the donation link is pinned because that super chat ain't there yet. You heard? So keep subbing up. Keep telling a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell some more friends so we could all be friends. You heard? But in the meantime, if you want to support the channel monetarily, the anonymous link is the only way to go, and it's always pinned in the top of the comment section. All right, better be. Cameron in the building. How you doing, my brother? Big up yourself. Salute, salute, salute. Without any further ado, I have 2 videos to do, and I'm gonna take my time. All right, so check this out. Let's go.
Bible right off of we, the Melanites, and the pale people. We, the Bible talk of, we are the gods of the land, and we, the Bible refer to, we is the gods of the land. But them out, we look outside of ourselves for something else. And if you look around and see if the pale people them are as a Satan, when I just check it out, the pale people them are Andrew and I worship. These people are Satan. The Bible talk about we and them, and they make it.
The views and opinions of anybody that I play is not necessarily mine, Zane. Sheesh.
Look like them talk about something else. A matter of fact, you see, when I hear this.
Andrew Holness.
Alright, so no, my internet is bugging. Can y'all, are we good? Somebody put a 1 in the chat if we good. Now my internet is bugging. What is going on right now? Alright, let me start doing my part. Whatever that is. Yeah, I'm gonna close some windows here because I don't know what's going on right now. Yeah, I'm gonna close some windows, downsize some things, make sure. Yeah, let me see. Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? Are we good? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Somebody type in the chat. Okay, let me get my phone and see if it's buffering. Where's my phone at? Damn it, where's my phone at? Damn, where's my phone at? My phone shouldn't be far now. Oh, there it is. Are we back?
Andrew Holness, the Prime Minister of Jamaica. You may talk to right now.
We back.
I come to talk to you. Look at my face. I'm laughing. He's a young youth. Young ghetto youth. I might see me.
Now, this is the young man that's speaking now. So this is the audio. Check this out.
Yeah, I might think so me when I done one them, but me when I done one them, so listen to me good. I just want to ask some question before me even crucify you or even chastise you. I'm not talking about me even crucify you. I just want to ask some question, Mr. Andrew Holness. You see me I say? What type of legacy you want to leave behind with the Jamaican people? What type of leader you want to be? Because we see your true colours, you know. We see your true colours and we see it, so you're not really for the people. You pretend like you're for the people, but you're really not for the people. You take Jamaican people as a big idiot. You take them as a big set of idiot. You say, boy, I can't put on one clocks and come out and come and say, bro, God, or some foolishness, and then we run with it and then go vote for me. But then all that was stupid, me sit you. You see me? And then the people them come out and speak against you. You send police to go hard and pull them and go harass them and sit. But me just tell you this because you might see me. Touch not their 91 and do my profit no harm here.
Now, what the young man is saying is that it seems like the government don't have enough energy for the right things, you know, mainly like criminals and stuff like that. So it's like they're focusing their energy, in his opinion, too much on the vloggers, right? You know, they said, I played the audio. They said they have tracked people. Then this lady said, no, they're not tracking anybody. And you could draw your conclusion about it either way, but in the pandemic, you know, people came out and told him about his mother. I don't condone people telling anybody about their mother and being disrespectful. However, allegedly sending police to go get the individual, that part, lock them up, is damn near dictatorship. That part, I'm just saying. All right, I'm not saying he did that. I'm saying that's how it appears. So this person says, "It's your mother today," and in the night, police go for him, and I saw them basically video in the video telling him he should apologize to the Prime Minister. What would you take from that if you saw that sequence of events? No freedom of speech. You would probably assume that somehow the Prime Minister allegedly might be involved in sending the police for this individual to lock him up, so he'll apologize to him. It's called abuse of power, pretty much. That part. How you doing, Double? Hey, man, salute, man. Take care of that, man. It's all about the head, baby. You know what I'm saying? All right, salute. All right, so big up to Double Speaks. Hope he feels better soon. So, yeah, anybody would assume, based off that series of events, that, you know, something like that is going on. But let's continue. Wait a minute.
Just I tell you that. You see me I say? Because you're not going to escape God judgment neither, you know. In a pandemic, you ignore all the other issues them that go on, and just because you collect the money from them people. You see me, you walk around and you depend, take it back to life. Ray. That's all you depend throughout the whole pandemic and I ignore everything else. They might give you all KFC, you might sit and tell people. You see me, and now they might recall him blows borders thing them because they know say it experimental and know say it did have cause issues and no for somebody them will take you right now. They might feel all kind of weirdness in their body. And you know come out and now and come apologize. And now you know come out and come apologize to the people of Jamaica and say yo sorry. So me force this part because you
allegedly. So what the young man is talking about is jab, obviously, and how, you know,
allegedly.
This is factual. They took back some of the stuff they put out there, saw the news, and this and that. And he's saying, well, Prime Minister, you told us God made the jab, and now we see them taking back some of the jab because allegedly there's complications with people. So did God make that jab too? Basically, the young man is saying, you convinced us that this was made from some people, that it was made from God.
Yep,
and
sure did.
Them, allegedly.
Sure did. I play that video. That's facts.
Hey man, I'm just saying.
You collect their money. What type of leader you want to be in a history? All of the great leaders them. Yes, we know. So the system we come, take you out. But you feel like the people of Jamaica wouldn't stand with you if you stand up against America and stand up against Israel and stand up against Europe and all of them powers. But you feel like so we don't know. We know.
Yeah, there we go. This is the part I wanted to get to, man. God is good, God is great. I played the right video. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard what the young man said to the Prime Minister? Do you think that we would have your back if you had our back? We know that when you want to free the people, they would try and come at you in any way, right? You think if you took care of the people of Jamaica, you think the people of Jamaica ain't gonna stand by you 100%, man? What? Well, you ain't brave, bruh. You ain't built like that. You are a sellout, in my opinion. You are one of the house slaves. You a puppet. You have decided to, in my opinion, gain personal gain and to hell with the people of the country. Right? That's why you're part of the Privy Council, man, and the Prime Minister of the country at the same time. And somehow we have a general, we have a what's his title? General, whatever his name is. Governor General that is not governing or being a general or nothing. Quiet as a lamb throughout all of the corruption and just the scandals on this government name. Right? All of the nepotism, the cronism, the acronism. Right? Just all of it. Just quiet. Man, oh man. Boy, hey, let me play that back. Man, what?
Yes, we know. So the system we come, take you out. But you feel like the people of Jamaica wouldn't stand with you if you stand up against America and stand up against Israel and stand up against Europe and all of them powers. You feel like so we don't know. We know.
What the young man is saying,
talk to
Mr.
him.
Andrew Holness. We know that there is a system, right? You know, there's the elites and there's people that have their agendas. And he's saying, it seems to him that you have sold out to those people, but he said if you stood with the Jamaican people would stand with you. See, this is how people are feeling, right? This is what they're saying. This is coming from their heart and their minds. And the most I would say about it is, you have not done anything, in my opinion, to convince me that that is not true.
Facts.
I have that belief. If I had that belief, you, the Prime Minister of the country, has not done nothing to convince me that which this young man is asserting is not true. Right? What he believes. Right? This is what he believes. What he's saying, you have done nothing to convince me that it is not true.
Talk to him.
And that's unfortunate because now you're losing the people. But let the young man continue, and I'm going to get the crux of why I'm playing this audio. Listen.
Yes, me I say, but what kind of a leader you really be? You see Ibrahim Traoré. You see me I say, but what kind? what kind of a leader you really be? You see Ibrahim Charo.
Ooh,
you
say
see
it
me, I say, but
again.
what kind of a leader you really be? You see Ibrahim Charo.
Ooh.
You see me, I say, but what kind of a leader you really be? You see Ibrahim Charo.
Ladies and gentlemen, he said, Mr. Prime Minister, what kind of leader are you? Huh? And he referenced Ibrahim Tra. Bingo. Thus the thumbnail with Mr. Holness and the question sign behind the word puppet. Yep. I hope y'all see where I'm going with this. I always explain my thumbnails. I'm gonna play a speech by Ibrahim Tra. Lord, it's gonna kick. Man, I ain't never heard no leader. Now, I ain't gonna say that. I've not heard leaders in the last, not a lot. Maybe one or two, that came out with that type of just in the face of the elites. Like, he don't care, bruh. Facts. This man is willing to live and die for the cause. Facts. Ibrahim Tra. Alright, and allegedly there's been attempts on his life. But he's standing on business. I talked about that the other day. Y'all think standing on business is just all about you being a gangster, you being tough? It's about you standing on the truth and what is right and wrong and morals and ethics. Yeah. And as a leader, Mr. Andrew Holness, I mean, you spoke a great game coming in. I mean, I didn't believe you. I ain't gonna lie. I really don't really trust politicians, period. However, I'm talking about none of y'all. PMBJ, I don't really trust y'all. But you said some really good stuff. You did. You said some really good stuff. And I hoped that we would see some real change in Jamaica. But in my opinion, change goes both ways. It could be negative and positive. And if you listen to the cry of the people, Talk Your Mind does a great job of getting different, having people send him, they feel comfortable sending voice notes or whatever, audios, so they can speak their mind through his platform. Facts. Great name for YouTube page. Facts. Talk Your Mind TV. I suggest all y'all go sub up. Facts. Right? So, and Hot Off the Press, and Lonesome, and Jamaica Carlos TV, and Ratigan, and the Young Man Sofa. There's so many. I've come across a lot more vloggers now, and I've realized, wow, the young people are speaking out. And these were the same young people that you, Mr. Andrew Holness, galvanized. They are the one that voted you in, sir. Yep. So what is going on? You've lost the confidence of the people due to your actions. And in this next video I'm going to play after this one is done, it's going to show just the difference between what a leader should be and what you actually exhibit. Damn. Hey, man, let me tell y'all something, man. I'm getting hyped off my own supply, bro. This video right here got me pumped up. Man, talk your ish, Bolo. Talk your ish. Right? Presently. You didn't... Oh, pause. Declare your assets. People brought up your assets. You said them bad mind. What? Wait, what? This is the argument you put out? Nah, them just bad mind. Come on, that's juvenile. That's kid stuff. We talking about millions of dollars here. Potentially from out of the purse of Jamaican people's pockets. That is allegedly missing through illicit enrichment. And your name as the Prime Minister is under investigation for that? Oh yeah, and that illicit enrichment, today is the day that the Lord has made, and we hope to hear from the report on what is their recommendation based off their findings. Ladies and gentlemen, today some people should go to prison, some politicians to go to prison. And I am excited because an example needs to be made. Can I get an amen in the church? Yes, amen. Well, go on there, son. And it's been confirmed. That is no light stuff. That is not something nobody in Jamaica should take lightly until you're
your assets have been declared, nobody in Jamaica should be comfortable knowing that you are the prime minister of the country. Nobody. Whether they are, it doesn't matter who they are, any citizen, any person in their right mind, right? And I spoke about this the other day. The intelligent ones that want to see both themselves and others thrive, and then you have the bandits that actually step on other people for them to thrive. And they are around all levels of society, the highest level and the lowest level. And then there's others too, that are just plain stupid, that it doesn't benefit them or anybody else what they do. But listen to the young man again, man. Let's get this last part right here.
See me, I say, but what kind of leader you really be? You see Ibrahim Traoré, the leader of Burkina Faso in Africa, that man is a real and true leader. You see that man?
He said that man is a real and true leader. Hell yeah. You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied.
You see how they kill that man and go become a martyr. You see me, I say,
yo, he said, boy, oh my God, what did I do? Man, come on, that's juvenile, that's kid stuff. We talking about millions of dollars here, potentially from out of the purse of Jamaica. Damn, what'd I do? Something like that is going on. But let's continue. Wait a minute.
Just I tell you that. You see me, I say, because you're not going to escape that judgment neither. In a pandemic, you ignore all of that.
You, the prime minister of the country, has standing on business. I talk about of dollars here, potentially from out of the purse of Jamaican people's pockets. I suggest all y'all go sub up, right? So, and Ratigan. Insert. So what is going on? You've lost the confidence of the people due to your actions. And in this next video I'm gonna play after this one is done, it's gonna show just the difference between what a leader should be and what you actually exhibit, right? Presently. You didn't declare your assets. People brought up your assets. You said them bad mind. What? Wait, what? This is the argument you put out? Nah, them just bad mind. Come on, that's juvenile. That's kid stuff. We talking about millions of dollars here, potentially from out of the purse of Jamaican people's pockets, that is allegedly missing through illicit enrichment.
Come on, man.
And your name as the prime minister is under investigation for that.
Come on,
and it's
man.
been confirmed. That is no light stuff. That is not something nobody in Jamaica should take lightly until your assets have been declared. Nobody in Jamaica should be comfortable knowing that you are the prime minister of the country. Nobody. Whether they are, it doesn't matter who they are, any citizen, any person in their right mind, right? And I spoke about this the other day. The intelligent ones that want to see both themselves and others thrive, and then you have the bandits that actually step on other people for them to thrive. And they are around all levels of society, the highest level and the lowest level. And then there's others too, that are just plain stupid, that it doesn't benefit them or anybody else what they do.
See me, I say, but what kind of leader you really be? You see Ibrahim Traoré, the leader of Burkina Faso in Africa, that man is a real and true leader. You see that man?
He said that man is a real and true leader. Hell yeah. You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied.
You see how they been kill that man and go become a martyr. You see me, I say, you're free, they just take their money and just do what they say. You see me, I say, and just sell out the people. We see all the way you do it. We see all the way you talk about you come out.
Allegedly. He said, what? Allegedly, my guy. Let me put this up. Allegedly. This is how the people feel. The people feel like he's taking the money and doing this and that and the third. That's how they feel.
Gotta throw that sign up, bro.
Oh, you have the technology, you can find anybody who can speak out against you. You see me, I say, because people that speak out against you, I don't like that, because you behave like you're a dictator. You don't like that. You want your friend, them, your rich friend, them, where you rob up be money and be a foolishness. So I think what we don't know. Look how much money you have missing and how much things. Look at the Westmoreland, why road them keep fixing the Westmoreland all these years. Not your people in block the road and protest. You see me, they chat about say, but me have the good things, people ain't not talk about good things. That is your job. That is on a job as politician. We're not supposed to praise enough to do good things because we're not supposed to have the good things. We're not supposed to have the good things. And the business if I want to send police.
Man said, why should we praise you to do your job? You get paid a lot of money, especially now. Not just you, Andrew. I mean, the entire government. Y'all getting paid ridiculous sums of money, right? And I remember I heard an audio, saw a video where they said, you said allegedly, if they pay the MPs and everybody more, they'll do a better job. So let me ask a question: what significantly has changed in Jamaica in a positive since you guys have started to earn more?
I think that's a good question. Yeah, I really think that's a good question.
This accountability thing, not a lot of people want to embrace because it takes discipline. That's why a lot of relationships don't work, right? Because when you have a girl or you have a partner with a girl or a man that holds the other partner accountable, they tend to want to leave. It's just facts. Because they can't handle accountability. So that's why that person I showed in the comment section said what they said, because they can't handle accountability. Period.
Peace for me, Mr. Holness. You see me? I just want to know, what make you so coward, bro? What make you so coward after stand up to blows? See, America don't chat all come to Jamaica travel.
So basically what the young man is saying, yo, you should stand up like Ibrahim Troy to the colonizers. Thus, the reason why my title of my video is what it is. This speech that I'm about to play for you guys, ladies and gentlemen, from Ibrahim Troy, exposes a lot of leaders. And in my opinion,
Rwanda,
oh, wait a minute.
a nation of beauty and promise.
My bad.
But behind...
Yeah. In my opinion, this speech that I'm about to play from Ibrahim Troy exposes a lot of leaders. Just Ibrahim Troy's action, the way how he is getting rid of the French from out, anybody that's within the affairs of Burkina Faso that will that's not a ally for progress. Ibrahim Troy is removing all those chains, and they don't like it. They don't like it.
Sure don't.
And I gotta ask my Jamaican people this question while I answer it myself. The question is Andrew Holness, our Prime Minister, our leader, actively doing those things for Jamaica? Is he removing all the enemies of progress? Just recently, they said they wanted to reform the Constitution, but still keep the Privy Council. Respectfully, isn't that the monarch that basically have us under their rule?
Slavery.
Why
the
would
whole
you not
time.
want to release yourself totally?
Exactly.
From that? Why would you want to keep the Privy Council?
Makes no sense.
Again, actions louder than words. They speak about Mark Golding's citizenship with England. He renounced it. Okay, cool. So why isn't the Jamaican Prime Minister? Let me say it that way. Isn't the Jamaican Prime Minister, Mr. Andrew Holness, still a member of the Privy Council? That means he serves the king. So I don't get it. What was this big hoorah about Mark Golding? Is the Prime Minister going to now not be a part of the Privy Council?
It was all a PR stunt. He's still a part of the Privy Council. Ain't nothing changed. Mark Golding denounced his citizenship. It was bullshit. All of it was bullshit that they came up with.
See, actions different from words. I'm just saying. But I digress. Y'all ask me those questions. All right, I don't even have to say no more. I think I made my point just by asking the questions. Ibrahim Troy, ladies and gentlemen. Ibrahim Troy, what a guy.
Sir.
I want to shout out
What up,
Jamaica, Carlos TV. I gotta give you a quick sir. You are the one that I watched your video and you mentioned this man, and I immediately looked him up and said, what? What he's doing what? And I did a few videos about Ibrahim Troy on my main channel. But we're going to be doing some more because there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, I gotta talk about this dude some more.
Life has been life. I haven't really I should be doing 2-3 lives a day, easy, just off these topics alone. There's so much going on in Jamaica. I could do a 5-8 hour live right now, and it would be nothing about beef. It would only be about current news and what is actually going on, pertinent issues. And I'm not knocking nobody. I'm just telling you, I should be doing 2-3 lives a day, easy, ridiculous, bro. Real talk. But anyway, let's go, man. Y'all hit that like button. And if you want to support your boy, the donation link is right there, baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Always spin,
right
you
there at the
heard?
top. And your donation will be read. And it's a great way, if you want to give a comment anonymously, the donation link is just for that. You don't have to give your right name or your name in the chat. You could just say what you want to say. All right, let's get it. Ibrahim Troy, ladies and gentlemen.
In their heads, as I said recently, Africa belongs to them. Our lands belong to them. The riches of Africa are for them. They cannot conceive that Africans can emancipate themselves, get their heads out of the water, and therefore want to keep their heads. And for that, they have put a cliche C in their heads.
Now, this is the first part of the video. This is actually coming up later in the video, but he said in their heads, they believe they own us. The colonizers, ladies and gentlemen, the colonizers. And if you read their books, and they say if you want to keep something from a brother, put it in a book.
Bingo.
If you read the stuff that has been released about some of the stuff that they've been actively involved in historically, which Ibrahim Troy will be dissecting and showing, it will be clear to you what he's saying right now. Yep.
The African is easy to manipulate. He is only emotion. They will always find an African to fight against his brother.
The African is easy to manipulate. He's too emotional. They will always find the African brother to turn against.
Always.
Man. Therein lies the problem, ladies and gentlemen. Therein lies the problem. Right? See, Ibrahim Troy understands the enemy. He understands the enemy outside and he understands the enemy within. And the next leader of this country needs to understand that. And they need to do the things that are necessary to remove those enemies, in my opinion. You understand? You know, I've given y'all 2 hours of my time. I hope that who catches the replay, you know, for the persons that are watching on the live, I hope that you found value in the information and my perspective. I appreciate you guys. You know, I want to save some of my energy for later on because breaking news is coming with these reports being read. You understand what I'm saying? In the meantime, there's a lot of content that I'm sure that you missed. You guys can go watch the playlist for the tsunami and the great quake if you have not yet done so. There's new videos on Sister Carrie Ann's page. Y'all can go check her out. Hot Off the Press Talk Your Mind TV, you know they drop content like hot bread, so there's always something going on. And you know, hey, KB, Kwame Brown, you know what I'm saying, and all the brothers, Double Speaks, Garrick, 86K, you know what I mean, OT Speaks, Miss Akimi, Miss Yo Thoughts, all the day ones, man, you know, content creators out there, Miss Genesis 1, my Jamaican sister. Damn, I'm gonna forget somebody. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. But you know, yeah, there's a lot of good content creators out there, man. You know, so you guys can go check out my playlist, go check out my content that you missed. I got about 5. I have 5 video uploads that I'm sure, I am positive that a lot of my new subscribers have not seen. All right, so you know, scroll through the list, whatever piques your interest, go ahead and take a look at it and make sure that you leave a comment and let me know what you think. All right, that's my time. Y'all have a blessed Tuesday, and God be with you. You know what I'm saying? I hope you have a productive day. All right, y'all be cool, y'all be smooth. It's your brother Bolo V&R. We up out of here. We are up out of here, ladies and gentlemen. And we gonna flow out like this or like this or like that, and yeah. It's your brother Bolo V&R, yeah, we a damn stars rolling through the road, man, like we got a damn car. You know that we gonna do it all way damn far. Hey, you gotta go sub up to Bolo V&R if you haven't already. You gotta be steady. I'm on the Bolo V&R 2.0 right now, yeah. And don't forget Bolo V&R clips, yeah. That's my 3rd channel. Yeah. Yeah. Go to the channel links. Yeah. Email, Twitter, Instagram, PayPal, WhatsApp community, WhatsApp group. The links are all there. Yeah. Just do it. Don't ask no questions. Yeah, just do it. Yeah, that's my time. I gotta get some sleep. You know I gotta get some energy for later on when this report comes out. Nigga, it's gonna be crazy. These 8 thieves go to jail.